welcome back to Vor's Physical Media Rant. I'm Vanessa.
I'm Joe.
And today we're going to do our very first episode of what's new in the world of physical media. And that consists of anything that comes out every Tuesday. But before we get started, please like, comment, and subscribe. And definitely hit that bell notification to let you know when all our videos are posted.
And let us know what movies that you all may be looking forward to that we might not cover or we did cover.
Yes, that would be awesome. Okay, so the first one coming out Tuesday is from the Criterion Collection, which is Macabre and Mrs. Miller, and that's the spine number 827, and it's coming on 4K with a Blu-ray disc inside for $36.99, and it also has a standalone Blu-ray for $21.72.
Alrighty, next up, Scream Factory. We have a movie coming called Funeral Home, which I've never heard of. But anyway, it's going to be available on Blu-ray only. Of course, Scream Factory for most of their Blu-rays is Region A locked, so anybody outside of the U.S., region free player, you know how it goes. The price for that is $36.98, but of course that's the ASRP price, so I never go by that. But it does have a slipcover coming with it though, so that's a plus. At least the Scream Factory is going back to the norm with that with most of their releases. Hopefully they keep it up, but who knows. And the other one is called The Terminal Man. That's also Blu-ray. That's also obviously going to be regionally locked. That comes in a price of $27.99, so it's a little bit cheaper. I've never heard of that one either, but possibly willing to check one of these out. Possibly Funeral Home. That looks like to be some type of horror movie. I don't know. Anybody let me know what it is in the comments, because I don't have a clue on what that could be. But we're covering a new label, to us at least today, called Massacre Video, which they come out with some obscure films. You got, what was some of the names on some of those films on there? They have one called The Postal. It looks like stuff that's not really readily available in the U.S. that might have been banned at some point because of being, one I did hear of was Snuff 102, which is basically snuff films, which we can't really, I don't think we can really discuss that on YouTube, but it looks like films that are not able to bring to the U.S. or possibly the U.K. or wherever they bring their movies. Like I said, it's a new thing for us. I've never heard of them before. But what caught my attention was this Tuesday they're releasing a movie called Blood Rain, which I remember that from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It was actually a video game, so it's based on a video game. Uwe Boll directed that movie, which is weird getting his movies, because his movies were not really well received. This one wasn't bad. I was thinking about possibly picking this one up. It's a 4K. It's going to be priced at $27.99, so that's not too bad of a price for a 4K. I mean, Sony charges $27.99 for a Blu-ray with nothing on it. Obviously the 4K is going to be region free. The attached Blu-ray is region A, but most likely the special feature is going to be on the 4K, because I mostly assume that the disc is big enough to fit that. Most companies have been doing that lately. But I'm going to switch back to her. She's going to take over the Kino Lorber side.
Okay, so we've got quite a few titles coming from Kino Lorber. The first one is Witness for the Prosecution, which is a Region A locked. It's a Blu-ray that's coming out for $17.49. The next one is The Big Country, and that's got Burl Ives in it and Gregory Peck, and that is also a Blu-ray for $17.49. And these are all Region A locked, by the way. And Burnt Offerings on Blu-ray as well for $17.49. Then we got a 5-film collection called OSS 117, And that's the 5 films in there is Unleashed, Panic in Bangkok, Mission for a Killer, Mission to Tokyo, Double Agents, and that comes out to $31.99. And then we have the Thomas Crown Affair on Blu-ray for $17.49.
And this is the original, not the remake. I'm pretty sure the remake had what's that guy? Pierce Brosnan. Was it?
And then part of their sub-label contract, it's called Kino Classics line, and that movie is The Road to Shame on Blu-ray, Region A locked, for $21.98.
Kino always has a solid lineup coming out every single week. I mean, I've never seen a company pump out movies like they do.
I know they
5,
do.
6, 7 movies a week.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's weird how they announce their movies.
Yeah.
That they're coming, but you don't know exactly when
Especially
they're coming.
It's when they're 4Ks, when they decide they're doing 4Ks. They'll tell you like a whole year in advance that this is coming, but not give you a date until it gets closer. So they have enough time to work on the movie to make sure they get everything right, which is great because Kino Lorber does really good transfers.
Next up is Radiance Films. There's a movie called The Sting of Death. It's Region A locked. The Blu-ray is $25.99. It's only limited to 3,000 copies. I have not checked this label out yet. I plan on checking it out. I'm curious the films that they get, because most of them I haven't heard of, but the way they do their casing and their slip covers, they even put a little slip in reading everything that's on it. Then you can take it out, flip it, and you have a reversible slip cover. So that's kind of cool. But
we've seen it through Ken from Mid Littleville Media. Actually, he's gotten some Radiance films and talked about them.
Now here's another new one that we just stumbled upon. It's called Quiver Films. They have a movie. It looks actually pretty interesting. It's Region A locked, so you know. It's called Candyland. It's on Blu-ray. It's $19.16. It looks to be pretty interesting to me.
It looks like a horror film.
Looks like a horror film. I've never heard of Quiver Films, but check them out. And we also pulled Indie Pix Films. This one actually caught my eye. It's called Peacock. It's Region A locked. It's on Blu-ray for $22.65, and all these prices are coming from Amazon.
Yeah.
So.
Well, from Blu-ray.com that works with Amazon.
Which links over to Amazon. Now, here's another one. This is Full Moon Features. We're probably not going to be able to post a picture of this because I don't know whether we will get in trouble for this. It's called Voodoo Passions, Region A. It's kind of got some
risque
picture
on top of it. So if you want to check it out, head over to Blu-ray.com and it'll show you right there where it's at, what it looks like.
Now the Blu-ray for that one's going to be $14.98. Now I do want to give a quick shout out. This Thursday, Full Moon Features starts their sale. I guess their holiday heartbreak sale is what they're calling it. And Subspecies is releasing their 5 films in a coffin box set. It's retailing for $149.95, but it's the first time that the 5th one's going to be available on Blu-ray. I'm thinking about picking this one up myself because it looks pretty cool. But if you want to get on it, you might want to get on Thursday on Full Moon Features and pre-order, because if not, it's probably most likely going to sell out, because that was a pretty popular series when I was growing up.
Okay, I've never seen it.
She's never heard of it, but
I'm looking forward to watching it, definitely.
But that's it for this week. Yep. There ain't too many movies coming out this week. Now next week's going to be some bangers.
Yes, there's quite a bit.
You got the Columbia Classics coming. That's $215.99 at the moment. That's a little on the pricey side, but I've never collected any of them. So, with volume 4.
Yeah.
And of course, you got The Cage coming out next week, Willy's Wonderland. I've actually received that and done box that out and all held the Cage video.
So please go check it out.
Yes. Anyway, this is our first episode. We're going to number them from now on as far as what's new. So like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you're looking for. Movies we may or may have not covered. And that's it for me.
Yeah. So thank you for watching.
Thank you.
See you on the next one.